Hello my friends, I'm Brett Larkin. Welcome back to my channel, and especially huge welcome if you're new. I post yoga videos at least once a week, so if you're curious about yoga or love yoga like me, I would love it if you subscribed and joined the family. Today's class has been highly requested. It's a flow for fertility. So if you're trying to conceive a child, or maybe you're just trying to invite in an idea for a project you're working on, you're creatively stuck or blocked, this is going to be a great class for you. We're going to focus on opening the inner thighs and the hips. When we're talking fertility, creativity, it's all about the second chakra. So we're really going to be doing fluid movements. Water is the element of this area, the second chakra. So this is just going to be a really juicy flow. A great one to maybe dim the lights, have some essential oils or a candle, set the mood, and I hope you enjoy it. To begin, come to stand at the top of the mat. Have the feet hip-width apart and parallel, spread the toes, and just take the hands to prayer at heart center. Allow the tail to lengthen down. Press the thumbs into the sternum and the sternum into the thumbs. Just offering up a prayer or intention here. So whether you're hoping to conceive a child or just looking for some inspiration or creativity on a project that you're working on, really call that in here. Ask for whatever it is you want. Just planting that seed right in the space of the heart. Let's take a deep breath in together. So exhale all the air out of the body first, and then breathing in with me, belly fills, ribs fill, chest fills with breath. Exhale out the mouth, HA. Inhale once again, filling up belly, ribs, chest, really extending the inhale, filling up like you're going to burst. Exhaling out the mouth, HA. Once more. Full breath in. Complete breath out. And then allow the whole body to soften here. Hands still at prayer, eyes closed. And see if you can shift into a state of receptivity. So much of this creative force, this feminine force of creation, life, fertility, has a yin quality to it. We must be receptive. It's not something we can achieve. It's something we need to allow to happen, to make space to happen. So just offer up the fruits of your practice to letting whatever will be, be. No attachment, just creating space in the body, breathing and flowing. Inhale, send that prayer above the head. Breathe in. Exhale, swan dive forward, fold. Bend the knees very deep. Clasp hold of opposite elbows. Sway here, side to side. You can take the feet a little farther apart if that feels good. You can lift one heel off the ground and then the other as you sway. The head should be heavy, elbows limp, upper body's like a rag doll. Inhale, swoop the arms back up to prayer. Exhale, trace that prayer down the face, the nose, the chest, once again folding forward. And this time, inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot back in space to a nice wide lunge. So we're starting with lizard pose, left knee to the floor, right foot's gonna heel toe out, so the heel's on the mat, big toes on the wood. And just allow the body to move side to side here. So you're just kind of feeling into the hips. Try not to engage the pelvic floor in any big way throughout this class. You're just letting everything hang loose. That's our goal for today, just fluidity, receptivity. Good, and then plant the left hand under the left shoulder. Reach the right arm to the diagonal. You can even bend the left elbow slightly. You're just going to spiral to look up under that right armpit. Big breath into the right side of the body. And just a little different way to feel a side body stretch and open across the chest. Last breath. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders. Step back into an all fours position. Rippling through a few cat-cows. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, opening across the chest, collarbones back. Exhale, hollowing out, drawing navel towards sky. 2 more rounds like this. And after your next breath in, curl the toes under. Press back into downward facing dog, but again, make it easeful. So you can prance through the legs. Lengthen one heel to the ground and then the other. And then step your feet as wide as the mat. So your big toes are on the mat, your pinky toes are on the wood or carpeting in your home. Press your chest towards your thighs and just settle here. Feel a stretch in the back of the legs. Micro bend the knees, curl the sitting bones up towards the sky a little more. As you spread through all 10 fingers, gently re-extend the legs. Walk the hands to the back of the mat. Coming into your version of a yogi squat, turn the heels in, toes out. This is your first squat of the day, or you're not that warmed up, you can kind of keep it up high. Otherwise, invitation to come all the way down. And again, we're just going to keep gentle movement throughout this class. So I'm just shifting my weight to my left foot, my right foot, keeping it sort of fluid here. Any knee sensitivity at all, you back off. Good. And then coming into garland pose variation, you can bring the toes a little bit more towards the corners of the mat. You're just going to reach the arms forward and allow the low back to round. So some of you might feel an intense stretch in the Achilles. If that's too much, you can just come up onto the heels or roll a blanket under the heels. Otherwise, you're just letting the tail drop, the chin curl into the chest, finding a deep, deep rounding of the spine. And again, we're here intentionally to cultivate that idea of surrender. You can rock forward and back on the feet. Last breath here. Good, and then turn the feet to parallel. As you're ready, gently straighten the legs. You're in that forward fold again. Clasp opposite elbows, bend one knee and then the other. It's almost like you're making figure eights with the upper body, dangling, moving side to side. So we've sort of honored and set our attention at the front of the mat. Now let's do that at the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, hands at prayer above the head. Exhale, drag that prayer down through center line, fold. Inhale, walk the arms out into a plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor in one straight line, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, take the arms wide on either side of the mat. Find your kind of spidey hands or gecko fingers. Inhale, get long first, and then open through the chest. Spin the elbows forward, collarbones and shoulder heads back. Come into a small or large cobra. So it can be down here or up here. Don't force, just whatever feels nice to you. And then we're just going to move the torso to the left and move the torso to the right. Again, any sensitivity, you back off. Otherwise, you're just exploring the range of this movement. Your elbows are kind of like your steering wheel here. Just a couple more breaths. Feeling into the low back. And for the last bit here, maybe get the shoulders involved. So the shoulders lift up by the ears. Good. One shoulder lifts up and back, other shoulder lifts up and back, and then exhale, forehead to mat as you're ready. Hands underneath the shoulders, press back, child's pose. Deep breath into the low back. And in this child's pose, just think of yourself bowing to creative consciousness, and bowing to whatever you consider to be your higher power, just surrendering here. Letting go of the attachment to the outcome. And that's when things really get interesting. The creative waters really start to churn, and we're really ready to receive. Inhale, come on up. All fours, exhale, press back, down dog. And gently step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, coming into lizard, second side. Right knee to the floor, and just begin to move side to side. So instead of looking for any particular deep stretch, you're just kind of trying to lubricate the joints of the body in this first section. And again, invite the shoulders to get involved, so you can make little figure eights with the upper body. This should just feel good. It should be pleasurable. Last 2 breaths. Good, and then curl the back foot under. Step it back to downward facing dog. Your choice. If you want to flow through a vinyasa, plank, lowering halfway down to chaturanga and up dog, you can take it all the way to the floor again and play with cobra. We'll all meet downward facing dog. Take the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Cartwheel the arms up, sink into this nice deep warrior 2. Good. Bend the front knee deeply. Inhale, reach the right arm forward to go back, reverse warrior. And then take it down into your triangle shape. So front leg straightens, heel toe the back foot in, right hand to the shin, the block, or the thigh. Just feel yourself stretching in all 4 directions here. Deepen and slow down the breath. One of the best hacks to shift into receptivity is through the breath, through slowing down the breath, changing the breath pattern. Let that left hand pull you up. Turn both toes to face center. Inhale, roll the chest open. And exhale, fold. Prasarita. You can use an in-breath to find length in the spine. And an exhale to melt forward. Just keep it moving. Keep the spine kind of undulating like seaweed underwater. Again, this class doesn't have to be about your deepest stretch. It's just about feeling into some new spaces in the body. Really surrendering, letting go. When you're ready, turn the right toes towards the upper right corner of the mat. You're going to bend into the right knee, coming into Skandasana, side lunge. Once again here, shift your weight a little bit forward and back. Where can you soften? Where can you make the stretch more delicious, more sensual? Crisscross the arms, bend into the left knee, Skandasana. Tilting the pelvis forward and back. Just keeping everything fluid and easy. Scan the body for any tension or straining and see how you can let that go, soften a little bit more. Crisscross the arms, come back to center, turn both toes in again, so you're coming back to that forward fold. This time hold opposite elbows, bend the knees slightly, and just sway side to side. And the crown of head points directly down towards the floor. You're massaging the lower back, you're maybe straightening one leg as you bend one knee and then doing the other. Just side to side, whatever feels good to you here. Good, and then take both hands underneath the face, turn the heels in and the toes out. Bend the knees so the knees line up over the big toes. Take one elbow and then the other elbow to the inner thighs, and now you're just gonna rock side to side here. Opening up the inner groin. I love this stretch. Keep the spine nice and long. So really using the elbows to press the thighs back, and then keep that gentle movement. Keep softening. Good. Take one hand and then the other hand to the thighs. Straighten both legs. Inhale, reach up, taking our prayer now to the side of the mat. We've done the front and the back. Exhale, sink low into goddess pose. 3 more times. Inhale, sweep up. Exhaling, receptivity as you lower down. Your in-breath. Your out-breath. Let's do one more for good measure. Inhaling. And then exhaling, hold in this goddess, stay low. We're gonna be here for 3 breaths. Keep the knees navigating towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Hips press forward. We're here for 3, for 2, for 1. Star pose, reach the arms wide. Take the hands to the hips now. Turn both toes in. Turn just the left toes out. And sink into your warrior 2, second side. Perfect. Reach forward to go back. Exhale, triangle pose. Heel toe the back foot in. Left hand comes to shin or block or thigh. Easeful here. 5 deep breaths. In this shape now, I just invite you to close the eyes. Feel both feet pressing down into the mat. Right arm reaching up. So it's less about externally how the pose looks, and we're really focused today on just feeling from the inside out. Softness, fluidity, ease in the face. Final breath here. Then let that right arm pull you up to stand. And come back into that goddess position. So I like to take both toes in to face forward so I know where I am. Now both heels in, sinking low. This time Janana Mudra. So thumb and index finger touch. Sinking low. Bring that mudra up overhead. And exhale to straighten. 4 more times. Lowering. And lifting. Just making this almost a meditative movement best you can. Lower. And lift. 2 more. This final one, stay low. Mudra above the head. Keep moving the knees towards the pinky toes, a little bit of heat. And then draw the hands to prayer at heart center. We're here for 3, for 2, for 1. And then exhale, allow yourself to fold forward. Heels out, toes in, just bow. Inhale, find a long spine, shoulders back. Exhale, bow forward. And if you want, really let this be a true bow. Bowing to nature, bowing to Again, like divine creative consciousness, bowing to whatever it is you believe in. It's not all on you. You don't have to make things happen. You can just let things happen. Invite in new ideas, invite in new life. Let this practice be a reminder of that. Nice. Heel toe the feet together. So you're going to go from a very wide straddle to a slightly narrower space. Heels in, toes out, sinking into Malasana Yogi Squat, this time facing the edge of the mat. Take the left hand down and the right arm up. 3 deep breaths. Press into the pinky toe edges of both feet. Good, back to prayer. And then right hand down, left arm up. Once again, spinning into the pinky toe side of both feet. Hands back to prayer. Take the hands behind you. We're going to transition to sitting in Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together. If you want, you can turn to the top of the mat again. That's more comfortable. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Just releasing the low back. And once again here, sway side to side. And take the heart so it hovers over towards the right knee and then over towards the left knee. Let this gentle rocking be soothing. And then straighten the right leg. Let the left sole of foot come into the inner thigh, setting up for Janu Shirsasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over the right leg. You can hold the foot or just have the hands on either side of the leg. I like to reach the left hand to the pinky toe edge of the right foot and feel a stretch in the left seam of the low back. Just see what feels right to you, folding here. You could also have both palms face up, yin style, just surrendering with the rounded back. Whatever feels right to you. Two more breaths. Good. Gently come on up. Take the left hand behind you. You're going to lift the hips, point that right foot, sweep the right arm up, and just open the chest and the heart. Pure receptivity here. Right arm reaches back, hips thrust up. Huge breath in. Really fill up the chest, raise the chest with breath at least twice, really big. Good. And then take the seat back down. Switching out the legs. Left leg long, right sole of foot to inner thigh. Reach the arms up, getting long and tall first. Exhaling, folding over the leg. Again, I like to hold outer edge of left foot with my right hand. Sway side to side. Feel a stretch in the right seam of the low back. You do what feels right for you. Fully rounding forward. Or even staying upright. Last 2 huge breaths. Good. Take the right hand behind you. Lift the hips. Left arm reaches up. arch across the chest, reach the left arm back, thrust the hips towards the sky. 3 breaths. Each inhale, breathe in more than you think you can. Really raise and fill the chest to your biggest capacity. Exhale all the way. Last time. Gently set the seat down. Come into a cross-legged seat. Just any cross-legged seat that's comfortable. Before we close in a restorative posture, we're just going to do Sufi grind. So this is a Kundalini move, just rocking forward. It's okay to come a little bit off the sits bones. You rock forward. You're just holding the knees or the shins and then rounding, really rolling back on the sits bones as you go back. It's just like you're stirring a giant pot with your torso. Going around and around. Try to get kind of lost in the movement. Close the eyes. Let this just feel good. Reverse direction. It's taking this torso in circles the opposite way. Nice, and then come to center. Draw the hands to prayer at heart center, just calling to mind your intention. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And for our final pose, we'll take a restorative pose. I'll give you 2 options. So Goddess is a wonderful choice, soles of feet together. And you can lie just down on your back, like so, with one hand to heart and one hand to belly. Or if you have blocks or a bolster at home, you can take one block alongside the spine, right down the center line of the spine, kind of ending right where your bra line would. At the center point of the block is really kind of right where your bra line would be. And then the other block's in a T shape, so on the second highest height, right under the head. And you can be right here, palms face up. This is beautiful, so receptive and relaxing, gentle heart opener. Again, if you don't have the blocks or a bolster would create the same effect. You can lie just with your spine flat. Otherwise, the other option I'm going to give you is legs up the wall. So you can transition your mat to near a wall. Scoot your seat near the wall, take the legs up, and then same thing. Either left hand to heart, right hand to belly, or arms alongside you, palms face up. You choose, see what's going to work best for you. We're going to be here for a full 5 minutes to really just let the body relax. A lot of the times when we're stuck creatively or having trouble conceiving, it's stress. We need to let the body unwind. We've done a lot of therapeutic, gentle movement to help us shift into parasympathetic nervous system. Now it's time to just let this practice integrate. So set up wherever you're deciding to be. Take these last few minutes now to fidget, adjust, put on socks, anything you need to be truly comfortable. And after 5 minutes, you'll hear my voice again. Gift yourself this time. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined goddess, take your hands to the outside of the thighs, draw the knees together. You even take the feet as wide as the mat, letting the knees dip into one another. From there, you'll slowly begin to prop yourself up on your elbows, making your way so you can join us in a comfortable meditation seat. And if you have legs up the wall, you'll just draw one knee and then the other into the chest, giving yourself a big squeeze. Rolling on to your left or right side and pressing yourself up to sit so we can all meet together in a comfortable meditation seat. Take the palms face up on the thighs, index finger and thumb touch, back in that Janana Mudra. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out, nose or mouth. Once more, long, slow, deep breath in. Sigh it out, nose or mouth. Final time, breathing in. And breathing out. Then just take the right hand to the area below the navel. Press the left hand on top. Seal your practice into this space. Area of the second chakra, space below the belly button and above the pelvic floor. See if you can sense a warmth, a healing from your hands emanating into that space. Take the hands to prayer at heart center now. Exhale all the air out of the body. And inhaling for a deep Om together to close our practice. You can listen or join. Take the thumbs to the third eye. And as you're ready, you can bow forward. And if you like, say Namaste. Namaste.